Hey guys, just going to do a real quick video on my radio install on my Toyota Matrix 2010 XR with the navigation. There seems to be hardly any documentation online. So here's the old radio. Basically what comes off of that is this bracket. This bracket bolts up to your new radio here. But on these half decks, on these Pioneers, or some of the Sonys I know now come with that, it has no top holes. So like you get the dash kit and it's like, I'm only gonna have one hole plugged in there, what the fuck. So essentially all I did is it fits in the bottom two holes, looks like this, very good. And then all I did was take the two nuts that came with the, or bolts that came with the radio, and I just got two M5 nuts. You can find them anywhere. Preferably get the nylock kind, or at least use a spring washer on that so it doesn't come off. And all you have to do to modify the kit is take this little boss out. I'll get the right hand one here so you can see what boss I'm talking about. So it's just this is just the right side just mirrored. It's going to be this boss here. All you have to do is cut it out with a grinder, file it down, sand it, just melt it with a soldering iron, just get rid of it so that it can sit flush, because there's a little bit of a rib here on this bracket here. Okay, here's what it looks like when you're done. The right side's done. I had to do the same thing on that side. Turn it around here. Same thing on that side. Just note that you can use just standard M5x8 nuts, or you can reuse the factory bolts. That's just what come with my Pioneer radio. It could be whatever hardware comes with yours. Just make sure it's at least M5x8 and you should be good. And I'll move on to the wiring now. Okay, so this is essentially what you need to wire this up to. I'll put it in the description what it is, but essentially it's your ground, SW1, SW2, and then below, if you want to retain your aux port, this is the wiring for that, if it will fucking focus. Right there. But what I had to do was wire it into this this aux cable that I got. It comes with the harness, and since I'm using the iDatalink Maestro SW, not the SR, sorry, I have to use, I don't use any of what that harness has. So essentially I just cut it off at the Molex connector, and then you just take all the wires and then plug it into there. I'll put the thing up on the screen of what the actual wiring is supposed to be, but essentially what I had to do to make this work, since the Pioneers, they have an actual aux instead of an RCA input, you have your red, white, and black wires, and essentially what you have to do is those red and white wires come out once you strip it, and then once you strip it, there's also this wire shielding inside that you're going to have to bunch up, just kind of roll it up in my fingers, and then solder that black wire to it, because that's your shield. And then essentially you just plug it into this connector like this, and plug it into your radio, and then that should keep your stock aux port right there. Okay, here's the finished product. Turns on, looks really clean, I must say. Okay, here, so you can see that when I go into a source here, volume up, volume down works. Let me just play this here. There we go. Now you can see it goes up and down, and then you can skip tracks. Yep. And then the aux also works. I just I don't have anything to plug into it right now, and I don't feel like plugging it back in again. So yeah,